I got 9 people in the waiting room.
The purple are Class Cs, and then
Well, a lot of them I don't. How do you know? It'd be interesting to know like in what order they came in. You know what? I'm just gonna take them one by one. You know.
I think you should have marched them all at the same time because that takes a long time.
For the 9 people we have.
Judge, I've been here when there's like 5 people in the courtroom. It takes a long time. Just saying.
Let's get on the record. Okay, the time is 10:08 a.m. The date is Wednesday, September 2nd, and we are on the record.
Hello?
Okay, I'll be with y'all shortly. I'm letting everybody get in.
Okay, yes, sir.
Okay, good afternoon. My name is Judge Tony Gonzalez. I'm the judge of the Robstown Municipal Court. Today's date is September 2nd, 2020. We are on the record right now. So I want to thank y'all for showing up. These are different times, so we're doing things differently. So I appreciate you guys coming into the Zoom docket call. So the way this is going to work, I'm going to let y'all know some things first about what we're doing here today. When we're done with that, I'm going to put everyone back into the waiting room, and then I will be taking everyone one by one individually, okay? So be patient. The good thing about doing it this way, normally you'd be sitting in the courtroom waiting for your turn to come, okay? And this way you're at work, you're at home, and when your turn comes, then you get on. So I ask that you be patient because this is like if we're in a courtroom, and court usually takes all morning long. So I ask that you please be patient, and we will get to your case, okay? Once again, these are, what we're set here for today are arraignments. That means you're here for the first time to answer to your case. So when I bring you into the courtroom, right, from the waiting room, I'm gonna announce your name, announce the case, then I'm gonna ask you to raise your right hand and I'm gonna swear you in. After I swear you in, I'm gonna let you know what you're being charged with. And then I'm gonna ask you, how do you plead? You're gonna have three choices: guilty, not guilty, or no contest. A plea of guilty and a plea of no contest are essentially the same thing, in that I will find you guilty on both of those pleas. The only difference is that when you plea no contest, what you're telling the court is that you're not saying you did it, you're not saying you didn't do it, you're just not contesting the matter, okay? If you enter one of those pleas, the next phase will be the punishment phase. Well, I would decide what the punishment will be. I have a number of options depending on the case. That's what I'll order, okay? If you qualify for what's called the driving safety course program, I will offer it to you. That's a program where you do what I ask you to do. At the end of a 90-day period, the case gets dismissed. If you qualify for the deferred disposition program, that's also another program where if you do what you're asked to do, the case gets dismissed. If there's nothing that can be done, then I will order a fine and court cost and you will have a straight up conviction. It's important that I let you know certain things. There are consequences beyond this courtroom on certain charges. For instance, driving without insurance not only will result in fine and court costs in this courtroom, but you will also have to deal with surcharges from the state of Texas. There's different charges that have surcharges from the state of Texas. If you have a question whether your charge is one of them, I suggest that you consult an attorney, okay? If there's anyone that's not a United States citizen, your status in the United States can be affected by a plea of guilty or no contest in this court. So once again, if you have a question regarding that, it's important that you get with an attorney to ask those questions. These are all Class C misdemeanors. That means that the majority of the fines in this case do not exceed $500. You have the right to have a trial by jury. You can waive your right to a trial by jury, and you can have a trial before the court, which would be me. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will not be appointed to you because there is no chance of jail time in these cases. But an attorney could help you understand the law, can help you understand procedure, and can help you make decisions regarding your case. If you choose to go forward without a lawyer, I'll have no choice but to hold you to the same standards as if you were an attorney. Okay, does everyone understand that? You also have the right to remain silent. As you sit here today, you are innocent until proven guilty. You do not have to testify in your case against yourself. It is the state's burden to prove their case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. So at some point, let me tell you, if you plead not guilty, there will be, the next hearing will be a pretrial hearing. At that pretrial hearing, there will be a prosecutor representing the state of Texas. It's during this time that you will be able to speak to the prosecutor to try to resolve your case. Or if you feel that you have evidence that you want to present to the prosecutor that shows that you were wrongfully charged, that is the time to do it, okay? A lot of times people come to court and they want to talk to the judge and say, Judge, why I shouldn't have been charged. Well, the only time I can hear the facts of a case is during the trial of the case, okay? But you will have an opportunity to speak to the prosecutor because he is the one that's bringing the case on behalf of the state of Texas. So he's the one that can choose to dismiss a case if he feels that there is merit, okay? Does everyone understand this? All right, finally, it's important to note that there are alternative means to payment. If I find you guilty and I order a fine and court costs, and you are unable to meet that financial obligation, there are other ways to meet your obligation. There's an application that you can request from the court. You fill it out. We have a hearing, and if you qualify, I can place you on, I can have you do community service. I can have you do a payment plan or a combination of those things, okay? Does everyone understand this? Does anyone have any questions? All right, so what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna put everyone into the waiting room, and I'll be bringing out everyone one by one. Okay. I'm gonna get these guys. Mr. Nava, can you hear me? I can't hear you.
You hear me now?
I can hear you, Mr. Nava. I'm taking you first because I see you're out at the job site.
Right.
Hold on, let me grab your.
Yes, I am at the job site. It's the judge. Yeah, I get it.
Okay, court cause number 2008-003004, State of Texas versus Sergio Nava. Mr. Nava, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, Mr. Nava, you are charged with the offense of assault by contact, family violence that have occurred on or about
Sorry?
June 27, 2020 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of this charge?
Yes, I am.
You understand it?
Yes, yes, I understand it.
Okay. And once again, hold on real quick. Once again, well, I'm gonna ask you, how do you plead, okay? And I know right now you indicated, like, if you have something you want to discuss, a plea of not guilty will allow you to talk to the prosecutor, okay?
Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm gonna plead not guilty for this charge.
Okay, well, let me ask you real quick, Mr. Nava, as to the charge of assault by contact causing family violence, alleged to have occurred on June 27, 2020 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. After that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
Okay. The court is going to accept your plea of not guilty. We're going to set this matter for trial, but there will be a pretrial first, okay?
Okay.
And if you have to go to trial, do you want a trial by jury, or do you want to waive your right to a trial by jury and have a trial before the court, which would be me?
Yeah, I'll go with the second option.
Trial before the court?
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Nava, can you please confirm your address?
516 West Ligustrum Boulevard.
Can you give us a phone number, please?
361-244-9253.
Okay, Mr. Nava, you're going to receive in the mail the plea form. It'll be highlighted where you plead not guilty. You need to sign your name in that portion of it. You're going to send it back to the court. You'll then get a notice of the pretrial date, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Nava. You're excused.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Said life in prison.
9253. We'll get them on the other round. Okay. You know, I need are a lot of these family violence? I need to get the admonishment up. Haley Fox is going to be next, okay? Okay. Court calls cause number 2003062, State of Texas versus Haley Delane Fox. Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you are Haley Delane Fox?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Fox, you are charged with the offense of assault family violence alleged to have occurred on or about August 2nd, 2020 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Against a Sammy Castellano. Are you aware of that charge?
When I got the letter, yes, sir, I was aware.
Okay, and do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
As to the charge of assault by contact on or about August, well, hold on, before you plead, there's something, because it's assault family violence. I need to let you know some things, okay? If you're convicted of a misdemeanor offense involving violence where you are or were a spouse, intimate partner, parent, or guardian of the victim, or are or were involved in another similar relationship with the victim, it may be unlawful for you to possess or purchase a firearm, including a handgun or long gun or ammunition pursuant to federal law under 18 U.S.C. Section 922 G9 or Section 46B of the Texas Penal Code. If you have any questions whether these laws make it illegal for you to possess or purchase a firearm, you should consult an attorney. Okay, that being said, as to the charge of assault family violence alleged to have occurred August 2nd, 2020 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
Court will accept your plea of not
Not-
guilty.
Okay.
Not guilty, right?
Sorry. Yes, sir.
The court will accept your plea of not guilty. We're going to set this matter for trial. If we have to go to trial, do you want a trial by jury or a trial before the court, which is me?
Before the court.
Okay, Ms. Fox, can you verify your address?
It's 4956 County Road 42, Robstown, Texas 78380.
And can you verify a phone number?
The phone number is 36. You said phone number, right?
Yes, ma'am.
361 730 0212.
Okay, Ms. Fox, you're gonna get a notice in the mail with your plea papers where you need to sign off where it says not guilty and send them back to the court. You'll then get notice of a pretrial where you'll be able to speak to the prosecutor, okay?
Okay, yes, sir.
You are excused.
Thank you.
Ryan Ocañas.
He missed his court date, he just wants, difference of grade.
Can you please raise your right hand? Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, court calls, you can put your hand down. Court calls cause number 208-002990, State of Texas versus Ryan Anthony Ocañas. Mr. Ocañas, you are charged with the offense of speeding 82 miles per hour in a 60-mile-per-hour zone alleged to have occurred on or about August 11th, 2020 in in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of the charge?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
As to the charge of speeding 83 in a 60-mile-per-hour zone on or about August 11, 2020 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
No contest.
The court will accept your plea of no contest. So what happened here, Mr. Ocañas? It looks like you were set to be in court back in August and you didn't appear.
I was out of town. My girlfriend's grandpa had died of COVID, so I was in Lubbock and just in town. I had called twice before. The day after I got a ticket, and they said my file was on a report. So they said I had that court date, but I called yesterday and just asked if you can hear me today and see you today, and thankfully they made it happen.
So what are you looking to do with this, Mr. Ocañas?
Is there any way I can get it deferred off my record? I know for sure I can't pay the ticket in full. I go to college and I am working practically full time too. So as far as the as the funds go, I can't pay it in full. But I'm willing to do what it takes to do it in payments or just get it off my record. That's really one thing I wanted to do.
Well, what I can do is place you on. How much would the? So if I offer you the defensive driving, the charge would be $144. Okay. The thing about that is that has to be paid like today's Wednesday, it would have to be paid by Friday. Because that's the defensive driving program. You have to pay it the day that you enter the plea, but because of what we're going on in COVID, I'm giving it a couple of extra days to be able to get it, okay? Now, the other choice is that I place you on deferred disposition, but now you're looking at $348.90. Now, I could place you on deferred disposition for 90 days and you pay that amount over the 90-day period, okay? Either way, you're still gonna have to take the driving safety course, okay? Because you're under 25, so even if you do deferred, you still have to do the driving safety course. So I'll give you the choice.
Okay, I think I'll be able to do the $144 by Friday, that to start the driving.
Okay, so it's gonna be 144. It'll be the 144 to be paid by Friday. You got to do a driving safety course. You can do that online. I don't know if they're doing them in person, but you can do it online at the end of the 90-day period, which would be December 1st. You can email it to the court, a copy of the certificate that you took the driving safety course program, proof that you've had valid insurance during the 90-day period, and a certified copy of your driving record from Department of Public Safety.
Yes,
it's going to be the abstract, right? What is the one that- Driving record 3A. Okay, yeah, we're gonna give you what you need to get. Okay, there'll be a document that you'll be able to look at to see what you need to do.
Yes,
So
sir.
at the end of that 90-day period, do everything we need you to do. The case will be dismissed. Okay.
Okay, yes, sir.
So you'll be. Can you please give me verify your address?
5857 County Road 30, Robstown, Texas.
Okay. And can I have a phone number,
Texas
please?
783
And a phone number?
361-903-4217.
Okay, Mr. Ocañas, you're gonna get some paperwork in the mail, including a plea form where you need to sign where it says no contest, okay?
And as far as the paying, who am I gonna pay that to, or how do I pay that?
Somebody. Yeah, here later after court, somebody will contact you from the court to let you know how to do the payment, okay?
Okay, yes, sir.
All right, you're excused. Thank you, sir.
Because what we can do is, like for defective driving, like we still need a copy of their driver's license, insurance. I can have them like handwrite a plea form, saying the answer is no contest. And then I don't have to even mail out the form,
Whatever's easier for you.
right?
Okay, I'm about to let this person in. I don't know who it is.
Hello?
Yes, sir, can I have your name?
Mario Rodriguez?
Okay, court calls numbers 2008-003-138, 2008-003-3139, and 2008-003-140, State of Texas versus Mario Edgar Rodriguez III. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, are you Mario Edgar Rodriguez III?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Rodriguez, you are charged with 3 offenses. Let me get those down here, hold on. The first being defective stops. The second being an open container, and the third being an expired registration. All alleged to have occurred on or about August 20th, 2020 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas.
Yes.
Hold on, Mario.
They have an each complaint for each one. We changed it up, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's just has a clean cut.
Are you aware of all 3 of those charges?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand them?
Yes.
As to the defective stop lamp, alleged to have occurred on August 20th, 2020, as to that charge, how do you plead?
Nah, let's say not guilty.
As to the open container, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And as to the expired registration on that one, I think we're still under the court order. Mr. Rodriguez, on the expired registration,
Yes, sir.
I've got to go look at the governor had issued an order regarding registration on vehicles, that there was a waiver for a certain amount of time. I need to go and check what that,
Yes, sir. I remember hearing that. I'm not too sure about the date and times either.
no, I'm gonna look it up, but I still want to,
But I do plead guilty.
I was gonna recommend,
Hello?
not recommending, but if you want to enter in a plea of not, and then that one can be dismissed if it is.
Hello? Okay.
Do you want to enter a plea of not guilty on
Yes,
that one?
sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so,
sir. And I'll just take a plea of guilty on the open container and the my stop lamps.
well, let me ask you about stop lamps. Did you get those fixed?
Well, sir, it was 6 o'clock, and I don't think they turn on till a bit later when my headlights turn on.
So
But
are they broken or not?
I'm assuming that no, they're not broken. It's just that it's missing the light in the back is missing the screws that hold it up in there. So I'm pretty sure when you stop me, hitting bumps and potholes, that I push it back in there, but it falls out, and you can see the wire where it falls and hangs. And I'm assuming that's probably why he stopped me, assuming they didn't work.
Well, you're still within your 20 days. Go get that fixed. And if you bring back proof that you fixed that, you can get what's called a $10 compliance dismissal on that one.
Okay.
And, the proof can be that
And would I have to schedule time to go in person, or is it something I fax?
you could, like I was about to say, you can fax over a receipt where you got it fixed. You can take a picture showing that it's fixed. I just need to show some kind of proof that it got fixed. But that's
Okay,
gonna
yes, sir.
have to be done. You got it on the 20th, right? You got to have that done by September 9th because it has to be done within 20 days of getting the ticket.
Okay, yes, sir.
So I'm going to go ahead and keep the not guilty plea on that one, okay?
Okay, yes, sir.
If you have to have a trial on anything, you want it before the court or before a jury?
Just before the court.
Okay. All right. On the open container, Mr. Rodriguez, I'm going to place you on 90 deferred adjudication or deferred disposition. It's going to be a fine of $209.90, cost of $76 for a total of $285.90. Can you pay that today?
Is that something that needs to be paid as full direct in full, or can payments be an option?
Well, let me ask you this. How much can you pay today?
Absolutely. Honestly, well, if anything, maybe $50.
Okay,
Maybe more Friday. Honestly,
let's do this.
that's about all I have for Friday.
Let's, can you pay the court cost of $76 by Friday?
I can definitely pay that.
Okay, so by Friday, that's gonna be September 4th. We want you to pay the court cost. Then the 209.90, can you pay that in, tell me when can that be paid by?
Then that's something they want a complete payment on, right?
Well, like if I give you 60 days to November 2nd, can you pay that?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, most definitely, yes, sir. That'd be paid by then. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you till November 2nd to pay it. So if you want to come pay half in 30 days, that only leaves you half, but it has to be paid by November 2nd, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, yes, sir. And that is something I can go make the payment in person at the municipal, right?
No, the court's closed to the public, but you can go online. On the website, you can go online and make that payment. If not, you can come to City Hall on the right-hand side where they pay the utility bills. There's like
Okay,
a box there, like a canister, like the bank, and you can pay there. Or you can call,
okay.
or you can call the court and pay over the phone.
Okay, yes, that sounds good then. I'll just do over the phone, credit card.
Okay, Mr. Rodriguez, can you verify your address?
It is 2625 FIG, Corpus Christi, Texas, 78404.
And can you give me a phone number, please?
361-933-6164.
All righty. Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez. You're going to be getting some plea paperwork in the mail, including the plea form.
Okay.
Where you sign on the highlighted portions where you entered your plea, okay?
Okay, yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hmm?
Yes, all the complaints on the citations are separate for each violation.
I got you. That's probably smart.
Hmm?
That's smart.
That's Mr. Saucy there. He did that. I mean, I did it, but.
Mute.
Let's see. Ma'am, can you please give me your name?
Marie. Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
I got you. Marita Mesa?
Yes, sir.
All right, Miss Court calls number 2008-002999, State of Texas versus Marita Mesa. Ms. Mesa, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You are, we have it down as Rita Mesa, but you're saying your name is Marita Mesa, is that
Correct.
okay? So you are Marita Mesa, also known as Rita Mesa?
Correct.
Okay, Ms. Mesa. You are charged with the offense of assault by contact alleged to have occurred on or about
July 24th.
July 24th, 2020 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of that charge?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
As to the charge of assault by contact alleged to have occurred on or about July 24th, 2020 against a Amberlyn
Format.
Warmath in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
The court is going to accept your plea of not guilty. We're going to set this matter for trial, Ms. Mesa.
Okay.
If you have to have a trial, do you want it before a jury or you want it before me, the court?
Before you. Is that fine or?
No, that's perfectly fine, Ms. Mesa.
Okay.
Can we verify your address, Ms. Mesa?
931 Iowa Street, sir.
And that's here in Robstown, correct?
Yes.
And can we get a phone number for you?
It's 361-331-7839.
Okay, Ms. Mesa. So what's going to happen next, you're going to receive some plea paperwork from us where you need to sign where you indicated that you plead not guilty and get that back to us. And then you're going to get a notice in the mail later on regarding a pretrial where the prosecutor will be present to speak to you. Okay?
Okay. I have witnesses and the media got there. Some man that does media for Robstown. His name is Homer Vadia. Do I take them or they wrote statements on paper? What should I do about that? Do I
Um,
take them or take the papers, their statements?
If you've got the papers, because it's gonna be like this, it's gonna be on
Oh.
Zoom.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
It's gonna be on Zoom, and talk to the prosecutor. Then if he wants to speak to them in person or on the phone, he can call them.
okay,
Okay, but
Okay.
at that time, just kind of know what you're going to want to talk to him about, what you want to show him. Okay.
okay.
Okay, Miss Mesa, thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye bye.
How do I turn this?
So why does it say assault juvenile? I mean, it doesn't matter. This is all. Have you noticed like the wording's all the same? All it is that.
The police, like I'm tired of,
It's all right. I mean, it's no biggie.
just remind them to judge whenever we do mail out the plea form,
Mhm.
we need a copy of their driver's license.
Just send it back.
Yeah,
Okay, so you may want to call her before. I'll say it. I'll say it on here. Okay.
yeah,
I think people left.
really.
That's on them.
I think you're calling Cynthia and her. Cynthia, I'm leaving.
Sir, can I have your full name?
Jay Gonzalez.
Okay. Cause number 2008-003-003, State of Texas versus Jay Gonzalez. Please raise your right hand, sir. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Okay, Gonzalez, you are charged with the offense of assault by contact family violence alleged to have occurred on or about July 4th, 2020 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of that charge?
Yes.
And do you understand it?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Gonzalez, it's important that I admonish you. If you are convicted of a misdemeanor offense involving violence where you are or were a spouse, intimate partner, parent, or guardian of the victim, or are or were involved in another similar relationship with the victim, it may be unlawful for you to possess or purchase a firearm, including a handgun or long gun or ammunition pursuant to federal law under 18 U.S.C. Section 922 G9 or Section 46.04B of the Texas Penal Code. If you have any questions whether these laws make it illegal for you to possess or purchase a firearm, you should consult an attorney. Okay, Mr. Gonzalez, as to the charge of assault by contact, family violence against a Jessica Gonzalez alleged to have occurred on July 4th, 2020 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
The court will accept your plea of not guilty. Did you say not guilty, Mr. Gonzalez?
Yeah, because I was discussing it with my wife right now,
Okay.
and
And just so, and I don't know who the victim is, Mr. Gonzalez.
she's right here. She's my wife.
Okay, but I'm gonna let you know, I don't want to talk to her that
Yeah.
if, I know that if she doesn't want to go forward with the charges, she can request what's called a affidavit of non-prosecution from the court, and she fills it out, and then they'll show it to the prosecutor, and then the prosecutor can discuss that affidavit with her, and then at pretrial can talk to you, and if he chooses, he can dismiss the case. Okay?
Okay. What
All right,
was that? What was that? What was that called?
It's an affidavit of non-prosecution, but the court will know what you're talking about if she just calls, states your name, they'll look up the case and that she wants to do an affidavit. Mr. Gonzalez, so I have you down for, if you have to have a trial, do you want a trial by jury or trial before the court?
The court. Right.
Okay, Mr. Gonzalez. All right, Mr. Gonzalez, can I verify your address?
It's 105 South Flores. They're Robstown, Texas.
And your phone number, please.
It's 361-777-6515.
Okay. All right, Mr. Gonzalez. So what's going to happen next? You're going to get some plea forms in the mail where you're going to sign where it indicates not guilty. You need to send that back to the court along with a copy of your driver's license. Okay. Once you do that, the next thing you're going to get is a notice of pretrial. It's going to be this same format, but there will be a prosecutor on the Zoom that you'll be able to speak to. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Is that your phone or my phone?
Yeah.
Making like a little song. Right?
As a telemarketer. That's what it says, telemarketer.
Desiree De Leon, Natalie.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Court calls. Oh, you are Desiree De Leon, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, hold on real quick. I'm getting your file. Court calls, cause number 2008-003-119, State of Texas versus Desiree De Leon. Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You are Desiree De Leon?
Yes.
Ms. De Leon, you are charged with the offense of assault by contact family violence alleged to occur on June 27, 2020 against a Herman Nava,
Mm-hmm.
Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of that charge?
Yes.
Do you understand it?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Nava, it's important that I admonish you that if you are convicted of a misdemeanor offense involving violence where you are or were a spouse, intimate partner, parent, or guardian of the victim, or are or were involved in another similar relationship with the victim, it may be unlawful for you to possess or purchase a firearm, including a handgun or long gun, or ammunition pursuant to federal law under 18 USC section 922G9 or section 46.04B
Okay.
Texas Penal Code. If you have any questions whether these laws make it illegal for you to possess or purchase a firearm, you should consult an attorney. Okay, Mr. Leon. As to the charge of assault by contacts, family violence against Herman Nava on or about June 27th, 2020 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
The court will accept your plea of not guilty. You're gonna take this matter for trial, Ms. De Leon. If you have to have a trial, do you want it before the court or do you want it before a jury?
I don't know the difference, sir.
Okay, let me tell you. A jury, there'll be 6 people from the community sitting down, listening to the case, and then
Okay.
they'll make a decision as to whether you're guilty or not guilty. If it's
Okay.
the court, it'll be me that will listen to the case and I'll determine whether you're guilty or not guilty.
Yeah, I want it before the court.
Okay. All right, Ms. De Leon, can you verify your address?
157 Curtis Place, apartment 39, Robstown, Texas, 78380.
Okay, and your phone number, please.
361-426-1832.
Okay, Ms. De Leon, so what's gonna happen next, you're gonna get a plea form in the mail.
Okay.
Where it says not guilty, you're gonna sign right there. It'll be highlighted for you. You need to
Okay.
mail that back to us or bring it by to the Dropbox and along with a copy of your driver's license, okay?
Okay.
And then after that, we'll set you up for a pretrial and you'll be able to speak to the prosecutor.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. De Leon.
Thank you. Do I leave it, sir?
Yes, I'm gonna remove you. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
Says here she needs fingerprints. We don't do fingerprints.
Yeah, we're supposed to. Like, I don't know how we're gonna handle it because they didn't, all assault family violence cases,
Why aren't they doing the fingerprints?
because she's not arrested.
What, if we send them over there to do the fingerprints, what are they doing?
We have to talk to Scout, because I mean, they're showing up, but.
We don't have a way to do the fingerprints. We need to send them over there.
Yeah, all assault family violence cases. Been fingerprinted.
We have 4 more people. I can't eat anything.
Why?
Tomorrow's my procedure.
Is it fast?
Just water, clear liquids. Sir, can I have your name?
Jorge Dominguez,
How old are you, Mr. Dominguez?
17.
When's your birthday?
April 16th, 2003.
Okay. All right. Court calls cause number 2008 003114, State of Texas versus Jorge Sarabia. Please raise your right hand. I need to see your face, sir. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You are Jorge Sarabia, correct?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Sarabia, you are charged with the offense of public intoxication alleged to have occurred on August 12th, 2020 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of that charge?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
As to the charge of public intoxication on or about August 12th, 2020 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
The court will accept your plea of guilty. Mr. Sarabia, you're 17 years old. You know you're not supposed to be drinking, correct?
Yes, sir.
You know you're not supposed to be doing any other type of illicit drugs, correct?
Yes, sir.
Were you, was this alcohol or was it something else?
It was something else.
All right. I'm going to order you to 90 days deferred disposition. That means if you do what I ask you to do and you don't get in trouble in 90 days, the case will get dismissed. You're going to do a drug awareness course online, 4 hours. That has to be completed with that 90-day period. All right.
Yes, sir.
You're going to have a fine of $230 and cost of $81 for a total of $311. The $230 can be paid by, so long as you pay it by the end of the 90-day period, which is December 1st, 2020. Okay.
Yes, sir.
$81. Tell me, when can you pay that?
Hold on, say it again. The last
The $81 of court costs. When can you pay that?
I can have that by Friday.
Okay, then we're gonna have you pay that by Friday. That's gonna be September 4th, Natalie? September 4th. You can pay online or you can call the court and pay over the phone, okay?
Yes, sir.
The $230 need to be paid by December 1st. And you have to have the drug awareness course done by December 1st, okay?
Okay.
If for whatever reason you have trouble making that payment, you need to let the court know and we can make other arrangements to satisfy that obligation, okay?
Okay.
Can you please give me your address?
702 West Vestal.
Spell the second part of that.
VESTAL.
And where's that at? In Corpus?
In San Antonio.
San Antonio. What's the zip code?
78221.
And let me have a phone number for you, sir.
Hold on, let me get my number. 210-837-8255. 1775.
Okay, Mr. Saraba, you're gonna get a plea form in the mail. It's important that you sign your name where indicated, where you pled guilty, and then you need to send that back. You can mail it back to the court along with a copy of your driver's license.
Okay.
Okay, and then you'll also get the other paperwork regarding what the terms of the plea deal it's not a plea deal, the terms of the court order, okay, of the deferred.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Good luck, and you are excused.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Do you have anybody?
Three more people. Sorry, I had it ready. Question. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, my phone's messing up. I can't.
What's your
I keep
name, ma'am?
Miranda Garza.
Okay, court cause number 200800303120, State of Texas versus Miranda Garza. Ms. Garza, how old are you?
I'm 20.
Okay. Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Ms. Garza, you are charged with the offense of assault by contact family violence alleged to have occurred on or about July 5th, 2020 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, against the Oscar Segura III. Are you aware of this charge? Ma'am, are you aware of the charge?
Uh,
Are you aware that you're being charged with assault family violence against Oscar Segura III?
yes, I'm aware.
Okay, and you understand it?
Yes.
Okay, it's important that you know that if you are convicted of a misdemeanor offense involving violence where you are or were a spouse, intimate partner, parent, or guardian of the victim, or are or were involved in another similar relationship with the victim, it may be unlawful for you to possess or purchase a firearm, including a handgun or long gun or ammunition pursuant to federal law under 18 USC section 922 G9 or section 46.04 of the Texas. Hold on.
Sir.
Hold on. If you have any questions whether these laws make it illegal for you to purchase or possess a firearm, you should consult an attorney. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
The connection right now, it's like really slow, so you're cutting off.
Okay. Can you hear me right now?
Yes, I can hear you, but it keeps staying connecting, and then it takes like 30 seconds to go back on.
Okay, yeah, that's your signal. Let me just ask you, as to the charge of assault family violence on or about July 5th, 2020 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
Okay. If you have to have a trial, you want it before the court or before a jury?
Before the court.
Can you verify your address, please?
1012 Kansas in Robstown, Texas.
1012 Kansas?
Yes.
And your phone number?
361-944-4933.
I'm sorry, say that last four numbers.
4933.
4933.
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna get a plea form in the mail. It's important that you sign where indicated, where you plead not guilty, and send that back to the court along with a copy of your driver's license. You're then gonna get a notice regarding a pretrial where you'll be able to speak to the prosecutor.
I don't have a driver license.
Do you have an ID?
Yes.
Just give us a copy of your ID, okay?
Okay.
All right, ma'am. Thank you so much. It's not letting me remove her. Like she's still on there. I can't go to the next case without getting her out of there. I just put her in the way. I don't know. He's connecting to the audio.
Hello,
Yes, sir. Can I have your name?
Antonio Lia Jr.
Court calls cause number 2008-003-118, State of Texas versus Antonio Leal Jr. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Leal, you can put your hand down. You are charged with the offense of assault family violence alleged to have occurred on or about August 13th, 2020 against Aurora Leal in
Yes, sir.
County, Texas. Are you aware of that charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's important that I admonish you of some certain things. Real quick. If you are convicted of a misdemeanor offense involving violence where you are or were a spouse, intimate partner, parent, or guardian of the victim, or are or were involved in another similar relationship with the victim, it may be unlawful for you to possess or purchase a firearm, including a handgun or long gun or ammunition pursuant to federal law under 18 U.S.C. Section 922 G9 or Section 46.04 B of the Texas Penal Code. If you have any questions whether these laws make it illegal for you to possess or purchase a firearm, you should
No,
consult an attorney. You understand this?
yes, sir.
As to the charge of assault family violence alleged to have occurred on August 13th, 2020 against Aurora Leal in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
The court will accept your plea of not guilty. We're going to set this matter for trial. Do you want a jury trial or a trial before the court, which would be me?
Or with you?
Can you verify your address?
Right now, I'm not staying. I'm like homeless right now. I'm staying here and there, sir.
Well, if you're going to get mail, where do you want to get it at?
You can send it to my to my mom's house, and my sister will give it to me.
What's the address?
1307 Ruben Chavez Road.
13 what?
1307 Ruben
Okay.
Chavez Road.
Ruben Chavez. Okay. And give me a phone number, please.
Area code 361 752 8708. And her name is Elizabeth Leal.
Okay, so we're going to be sending you some paperwork where you pled not guilty. You need to sign that, and you need
Yes,
to
sir.
go back to the court with a copy of your driver's license also.
I don't have a driver license.
You have an ID?
I got a
Any-
regular ID. It's not a Texas ID.
So long as it has your picture on it.
Okay.
Send us back the paperwork with that picture ID copy. You need to be checking the mail at your mom's because it's going to be going out here in the next couple of days.
Okay, sir.
And what's going to happen next, you're going to get a notice of a pretrial. It's going to be just like this, but there'll be a prosecutor you'll be able to talk to.
Okay, sir.
All right, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You have a good day.
You too. Last one. Can I have your name, please?
Thomas Garcia.
Court calls cause number 2008-003-001, State of Texas versus Thomas Garcia. Can you please raise your right hand?
Yes, sir.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Okay, Mr. Garcia, you are charged with the offense of assault family violence alleged to have occurred on or about July 3rd, 2020 against the Maria Cortez in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of that charge?
Yes, sir.
Understand it?
What was that? I could
You
barely
under-
hear.
Do you understand it?
Yes, sir. I believe so.
Okay. I need to let you know that because this is a family violence charge, if you're convicted of a misdemeanor offense involving violence where you are or were a spouse, intimate partner, parent, or guardian of the victim, or are or were involved in another similar relationship with the victim, it may be unlawful for you to possess or purchase a firearm, including a handgun or long gun or ammunition pursuant to federal law under 18 USC section 922 G9 or section 46.04B of the Texas Penal Code. If you have any questions whether these laws make it illegal for you to possess or purchase a firearm, you should consult an attorney. Do you understand this?
Yes, sir. What if I already owned one before? Like
That's
under
what
my.
You need to consult an attorney. I can't answer those
Oh,
questions.
okay.
Okay. As to the charge of assault by contact, family violence alleged to have occurred on or about July 3rd, 2020 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty. Or was it no contest? I mean, what is that one?
Okay, not guilty is where you're saying that you're pleading not guilty. You want to speak to a prosecutor regarding the case. If you plead no contest or guilty, then I'm going to find you guilty, and you're going to get the punishment of whatever I give. So which one do you want to plead to?
I'll just go ahead and play guilty for that.
You're going to plead guilty?
Yeah, I'll just play guilty for it.
Okay, the court will accept your plea of Mr. Garcia, who is Maria Cortez?
That's my fiance. That's my spouse.
Hold on, let me read this. Okay. All right, Mr. Garcia. I'm gonna place you on 90 days pretrial disposition. He doesn't have any priors of that, does he? It's gonna be a fine of $215, costs of $81 for a total of $296. When can you pay this?
I would say, when would I be able to make a payment?
Well, let me ask you this, the court cost of $81, can you pay that by Friday?
Yes.
So that'll be due Friday. That's gonna be September 4th. The $215, I'll give you till November 2nd. That's 60 days.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay. You're also gonna have to do an anger management class. Four hours, okay?
Yes, sir.
Do that online. That needs to be done by the end of the 90-day period, which is December 1st, 2020.
And how would I find
You
that?
just go into a search Texas anger management class. Just make sure that they give you certificates when it's all done. Because
Yes,
I'll
sir.
see that if you do everything I ask you to do, the case will get dismissed.
Okay.
We'll send you some information, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Can you verify your address, please?
1400 Bar Road, apartment 289.
That's in Robstown.
Yes, sir.
And can you give us your phone number, please?
361-945-7417.
And the other thing is, Mr. Garcia, you need to, are you in Robstown today?
Yes, sir.
You need to go by the police department because you need to get fingerprinted.
Okay.
Just call to the court and our clerk, Natalie Nava, will set you up for that, okay?
Okay. And what's the reason for that one, boss?
Because it's a family violence charge. These get sent to the state of Texas under law. So.
Okay. Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other questions?
No, sir. So you said today just head to the courthouse here in town?
No,
Because I know right now they're not open.
they're not open. You need to call the court.
Okay.
Okay. That phone number is, you'll call?
Let me get.
No, someone's gonna call you, Mr. Garcia, from the court, okay?
Okay. And so, like you said, I have 90 days to do the 4-hour management class, the anger management class, and pay the fine of
Yes.
81. Okay. Yes, sir.
$80 is due Friday. The $215 will be due in 60 days. But you'll get paperwork showing you that, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Good luck.
Thank you.
Uh, 945-7417. Okay, so let me call these other cases. Okay. Court calls number 2008-003-000. State of Texas versus Graciela Sanchez. Let the record reflect that Ms. Sanchez has not made an appearance on the Zoom docket here today. This will be presented to the prosecutor for see what he wants to do. Court calls number 2008-002-998, State of Texas versus Guadalupe Garcia. Let the record reflect that Mr. Garcia has not made an appearance on the Zoom docket today. We will be submitting this to the prosecutor. Court calls cause number 20080036061, State of Texas versus Audrey Lopez. Let the record reflect that Audrey Lopez did not make an appearance on the Zoom docket today. We will be submitting that to the prosecutor for his recommendation. Court calls cause number 200800311, State of Texas versus Jose Juan Moreno. Let the record reflect that Mr. Moreno did not make an appearance on the Zoom docket today. We'll be submitting that to the prosecutor for recommendation. Court calls cause number 20080036063, State of Texas versus Sofia Rios Robledo. Let the record reflect that Ms. Robledo did not make an appearance on the Zoom docket today. Court calls cause number 20080036064. Once again, that is Sofia Rios Robledo. She did not make an appearance on the Zoom docket today. Court calls cause number 20080030002, State of Texas versus Maritza Cruz. Let the record reflect that she did not make an appearance on the Zoom docket today. Court calls cause number 20080031115, State of Texas versus Amalia Cisneros. Let the record reflect that Ms. Cisneros did not make an appearance on the Zoom docket today. The time is 11:24 p.m. and we are off the record. Still on Zoom. I mean on